bang, man.
I don't want to do that, man.
Let me bang, bro.
I do.
I do.
Let me bang,
I
man.
do let you bang. Hey,
Let me bang again, man.
I'll let you bang. I'll let you bang.
What's up, folks? This is Combat Sports Talk with your boy Ownan Kaphah, and today I want to talk about Evander Holyfield versus the heavyweights of today. Now, what I mean by that, I mean that Holyfield was a part of a group of heavyweights that fought everybody. All right. If anybody don't know, Evander Holyfield is one of my favorite fighters of all time. All right. Reason why, because my father turned me on to Evander Holyfield while he was a cruiserweight champion, while he was the undisputed cruiserweight champion. But that's for another video. I'm doing another video telling everybody how I met Evander Holyfield when he was the undisputed cruiserweight champion. All right, now the state of the heavyweight division today is that nobody is really fighting anybody. All right, and Evander Holyfield, all right, fought everybody. Not only did he fight everybody, he was undisputed, the unified undisputed cruiserweight champion, and also unified undisputed heavyweight champion. All right. Holyfield fought everybody, unlike, you know, our boxers today, our heavyweight boxers today. Now I'm going to talk about his heavyweight, his fights doing heavyweight. Now, when he became undisputed heavyweight champion, he fought Buster Douglas, the man who beat Mike Tyson. I mean, regardless of y'all, if y'all think of the late count, that controversy about that Buster Douglas win, but in the record book it goes down as Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson. All right, so Evander Holyfield fought James Buster Douglas. He fought George Foreman. He fought Larry Holmes. Now, it's not a prime Larry Holmes, all right, but he fought Larry Holmes. He fought Riddick Bowe 3 times. He fought Michael Moore twice. He fought Ray Mercer. He fought Mike Tyson twice. He fought Lennox Lewis twice, and he fought James Toney. All right, and this is throughout some years. You know, Evander Holyfield fought everybody, win, lose, or draw. I mean, the guy has 10 losses. You know, he has 10 losses, but he fought everybody. Everybody. Unlike our heavyweight division today. All right, it was no type of dispute about him fighting. It wasn't about money. It was about him fighting the best to see if he was the best, and that's how the majority of the boxers was, heavyweight boxers was in the late 80s, early 90s, and throughout to the late 90s. And you know, and regardless of what anybody think about Evander Holyfield, whether y'all think he cheated, he headbutted and all that, the man fought everybody. Alright? He fought everybody. He fought legends. He fought the top of the people that was in his time. He won some and he lost some. But you know what? That didn't matter to him. You know, but that was way before Floyd Mayweather came in and messed up the game, where people ain't trying to fight everybody, where everybody trying to get that money fights, and people ain't trying to be undisputed. People ain't trying to be the one name, one face, as somebody says today in the heavyweight division. All that doggone yip yap that goes on today didn't really go on back then. If it did go on, we didn't hear about it, which made the sport of boxing better. I think social media has, to me, ruined boxing. It has ruined boxing, because you know everything about the boxer, you know, about all the negotiations. You hear all the promoters and everybody just talking now, but back then you knew that Evander Holyfield was going to fight Mike Tyson, or Evander Holyfield was going to fight James Toney. Evander Holyfield was going to fight Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis. That's what you knew. And you know, these guys had these big names without social media, and it made you excited about seeing these fights. You know, Evander Holyfield is not the only one that fought everybody, and there also was some heavyweights that did duck, like Riddick Bowe ducked Lennox Lewis, and when they was pros. You know, and some people say Mike Tyson would duck Lennox Lewis for a long while. You know, but besides that, everybody fought everybody. You know, it wasn't no bull crapping going on, no cockamamie bull crap going on, no feminine stuff going on. These are some big men over 200 pounds getting it down and getting it done, win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm saying? If you lost, you put forth your best, but you fought the best. And if you win, you prove that you're at the top of your game. And that's what it was about back then. But now it's about making that money, having undefeated streak. You know what I'm saying? But having an undefeated streak, fighting nobodies. You know? And, you know, I wish that we could get back to that time, you know, of the last glory days of the heavyweight boxing. Because to me, that was the last glory days. So, regardless of what you think about the real deal of Evander Holyfield, the man had heart to fight everybody. Whether he won or lost, he still had the heart to fight everybody. And this is one of the reasons why I made the video saying that the heavyweight division today in boxing is straight garbage. Or like one of my subscribers said, garbage. It's trash. You don't even get excited for none of the fights, really. You know? You don't get excited. You know? I seen majority of Holyfield fights win, lose, or draw. I was 18 when he fought Mike Tyson for the first time. So I've been around the game for a little while. Yeah, I might have little gaps here and there because I joined the military and because I was running the streets and not paying attention to nothing. But all in all, I paid attention. And these guys is not fighting nobody. Anthony Joshua is trying to get a fight April 13th, and ain't nobody trying to fight. Wilder ain't trying to fight. Fury ain't trying to fight. White ain't trying to fight. Big Baby Miller ain't trying to fight. So who is Anthony Joshua gonna fight? So everybody want this big money. So how about, in order to become the man and get the man money, to get that big time paycheck, you have to beat the man. It's like what the Ric Flair used to say, to be the man, you got to beat the man. Through blood, sweat, and tears. Walking through hell and high waters. But they don't want to do that today. You know, if you want to get that top dollar, if you want to be the marquee guy, you have to beat the man. And you have to become undisputed. You know, there's no undisputed champion today. Mike Tyson was undisputed. Evander Holyfield was undisputed. Even Buster Douglas was undisputed. Lennox Lewis was undisputed. And if I'm not wrong, Michael Moore was undisputed. But I don't think so. But I'm not for sure. But so don't quote me on that. But what I know for sure is that Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Buster Douglas, George Foreman. Not George Foreman. I'm sorry. Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas, Lennox Lewis, and Evander Holyfield was undisputed. Alright? For real. For real. So, what are we watching these days? What are we watching today? A bunch of 200-pound plus babies want their money, not want to take the steps they got to take to reach that plateau. Anthony Joshua did most of the work. Deontay Wilder got one of the belts. You know, there's only 2 people that got belts in the heavyweight division. Let's collect them and let's get undisputed. Again, Evander Holyfield, 10 losses. Got robbed at the Olympics. Became undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world, undefeated. No, became the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. You know, lost to Riddick Bowe, his first loss. From cruiserweight to heavyweight, his first loss was against Riddick Bowe. But that didn't stop him. That didn't stop him. Because I believe he won the world heavyweight title, I think 5 times. And I believe that's a record, right? A man that has 10 losses has a record because he fought everybody. So, y'all need to take a page out of Evander Holyfield book, fight everybody, and see who is truly the best. Not say who's the best, not just talk trash to each other, saying I'm the best or I'm the best. No, let's go out there, wrap your hands up, put your boxing gloves on, have your boxing gear on, put your mouthpiece on, and let's see who's the best, man to man, mano to mano. Alright? Let's see who can get it in. And let's see who's the best between us two. And if you beat me, I want another fight, because I know I can beat you. But it ain't about that these days. Alright? So, people, regardless of your thoughts on Evander Holyfield, you have to take this into consideration. And again, I'm going to read off these names of people that he fought in heavyweight division. Alright? James Buster Douglas. Now, I ain't saying he's the greatest or he's the best, but he did beat Mike Tyson, and he was undisputed champion. Alright, so you got Buster Douglas, George Foreman, Larry Holmes, Riddick Bowe, Michael Moore, Ray Mercer, Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, James Toney. Alright, again, James Buster Douglas, George Foreman, Larry Holmes, Riddick Bowe 3 times, Michael Moore 3 times, Ray Mercer, Mike Tyson twice, Lennox Lewis twice, and James Toney. Alright? All these are top names. I mean, Ray Mercer was alright, but, you know, people knew about him. You know? All these people are names. So, heavyweight division today, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to fight like men? Or talk and scramble like mice? Because, you know, I came up in a time where talk is cheap. If you're going to do something, do something. Don't talk my ear off. That's the time I came up in. And if you're scared, say you're scared. And if you're scared, go to church. That's the time I came up in. If you're going to run your mouth, you better back it up. You know? That's how you get respect. Not running your mouth, and then when it comes down to it, you really don't want to fight. You got in this doggone profession for a reason. I know you're making money, it's your job, but you also got into this profession to be the best. To become champion. But not only to become a champion, but to become the champion. The undisputed champion. The person that holds all the cards. The person that holds all the belts. The head of the pride. The top lion. The head honcho. The big kahuna. You know what I'm saying? The ace. But what, you know what we got right now? We got a bunch of jokers. And I know jokers in card game and spades is a big thing, but you know what? It's a bunch of jokers. It's a bunch of jokers these days. We got a bunch of 2 of diamonds and a bunch of 2 of clubs. 2 of hearts. We don't even got a doggone 2 of spades. We got a king. But he can't become the top card until he become undisputed. So, and let's say it like this. If one person, and I'm going to put this in the space perspective, and the jokers are the best cards, the big joker and the little joker. Alright? In order for the little joker to become the big joker, the little joker is going to have to do something to beat the big joker. To become the big joker. To become the most powerful card. That beats out everything. Today, Anthony Joshua is the big joker. And Deontay Wilder is a little joker. And they not getting it on. And right now I really don't see no ace or deuce of spades besides Dillian White. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You got Tyson Fury. I'm sorry. But who else do you have besides Dillian White? Right now, nobody's fighting nobody. That's why everybody should take a page. All these heavyweights should take a page out of Evander Holyfield a book. And out of the book of all these heavyweights that fought back in the day, you know, and just do what they gotta do. Because if you got a record of a bunch of doggone bums, and I don't mean no disrespect, but if you got a history of a bunch of cans, and when people go back and look at your career and compare your career to people, to the likes of Mike Tyson, to the likes of Lennox Lewis, to the likes of James Toney, to the likes of Riddick Bowe, to the likes of Larry Holmes, Holyfield, Ali, Foreman, Lewis, Joe Louis, you know. It's not, you can't compare the two. You can't compare it. This is the weakest heavyweight division ever. And they don't have to be, alright, all they got to do is fight each other. That's all they got to do. And then we know who the best instead of hearing mouth. This is Combat Sports Talk with your boy Ownan Kaphah. Alright, y'all go ahead and look at the description page. Check out the McDojo Chronicles online store. Y'all can also go to the community page on, you know what I'm saying, on my YouTube channel. You can check out the McDojo Chronicles gear, and you click on the links, you can get $5 off. If you want any doggone boxing gear, any martial arts gear, hit up the description page, hit those links, pick you up some boxing gear. Give us a little support, show us some love, hit that like button, that subscribe button, comment, hit that bell icon so you can get anything we put out. Whatever combat sport it is, boxing, MMA, doggone McDojo stuff, check us out. Check us out. Alright? Again, this is Ownan Kaphah, Combat Sports Talk. Keep banging.
Let me bang, man. I want to do that, man. Let me bang, bro.
I do. I do.
Let me bang,
I
man.
do let you bang. Hey,
Let me bang again, man.
I let you bang. I let you bang.